you haven't already, please check out part 1 of this adventure where I start the Wolf Way, and check out Bury St Edmunds Cathedral and Abbey Gardens. Heading towards Ipswich through medieval villages and ancient forests. Please join me for part 2 of the adventure where I explore the Suffolk coast and all it has to offer. Passing through Felixstowe, the largest container port in the country, I take the ferry from Felixstowe to Bawdsey before heading further up the coast towards my final destination, the Cliff House Holiday Park at Dunwich. Along the way I visit the magnificent Ortford Castle and Leiston Abbey. Enjoy the journey, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello, good morning. It's Thursday the 16th. It's 6:30 in the morning, and what a lovely morning it is too. I'm just looking up through the woods and the sun is shining. I'm about 5 miles near Felixstowe today. I hope to get there in the next couple of hours because it's obviously quite close, and I'm going to catch a ferry to Bawdsey, the ferry to the Felixstowe Bawdsey ferry, so that should be fun. The only problem is they only go from 10 o'clock till 5, so I might be a bit early, but we'll see how it goes. I can still chill out in Felixstowe for a little while, maybe catch some breakfast and take it from there. It's going to be another hot one. I'd rather that than it was raining, so let's see how it goes. Bye for now. Hello, just a quick update. It's about 8:30 in the morning, still very early. I'm somewhere between Harwich, which I could see in the background, and Felixstowe, probably about halfway, so taking me a little bit longer than I thought, but hopefully I make it for the ferry at 10 o'clock or whenever it is. There isn't an exact timetable if you're looking for one, so I'm assuming they probably go regularly throughout the day between 10 and 5, something like that. It's an absolutely glorious day. You can see I'm on a deserted little beach, got it all to myself, some lovely views behind me, Absolutely gorgeous. I'm thinking of maybe camping along the coast at some point in a campsite, so perhaps I can charge my gear, and it's always nice to have a shower. It's only been a couple of days, but already starting to feel a little bit grimy. So yeah, I'll report in later. Because I haven't really cycled all year, but have you done much cycling? Or?
We've been out singly. I got this in January, so
sure.
Yeah, so as many times as possible. With work, family, just takes up so much.
Yeah,
but it's nice now.
Well, I did a bit of running and a bit gym, so I figured you can get a little bit fitter as you go along as well. So
I've done a lot for the last couple of years, so the knees are feeling it a little bit. But
the thing is, the thing about bike touring, you just go at your own pace, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. So
we've booked up at Harwich for 12:20. We've got on the
sure.
It was an hour early.
Yeah.
So there's no rush. We can't book until 3 o'clock at Ortford. So
yeah.
There's no rush.
Yeah, no, it's a short ferry, isn't it?
Didn't realise it.
I was hoping for a little excursion. Oh, it's gone a bit cloudier, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cooler now. Oh well. Did you eat at that place, or?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Just a light lunch, but it's
perfect timing for me. Yeah.
We're not eating again till I think it's 6:30 tonight. So.
Did you go through Felixstowe on the seafront?
Yes. On the seafront.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a bit more industrial than that. It was
that's all right.
very pleasant.
Yeah. The houses like that.
Very sandy, very tough going. Could be hike or bike, but I'm going to try plough through. Hard work. It's definitely easier up here. Almost impossible in the sand. Hi, it's 2:30. Just cycled from Felixstowe across the ferry to Bawdsey. Met some really nice people at Felixstowe waiting for the ferry, some photographers who were really nice to talk to, and amazing photographers as well. They showed me some of their stuff, and a couple of bikepacking guys who were really nice too and helped me with my bike onto the ferry, so I appreciate that. So I'm at a picnic place now, which looks really good for camping actually. It's a wild camping spot, but I'm sure you're not allowed. I think it's called Sutton Heath. Anyway, I'm on my way to Southwold. Whether I make it today or not, I'm not sure. Southwold's somewhere I've been to a few times, but it's a nice place. So I'm hugging the coast until I get there. See you soon. Bye. Thank you.
Ortford Castle was built in the 12th century for Henry II. Ortford Castle was intended to curtail the power of the turbulent East Anglian barons, such as Hugh Bigode of nearby Framlington Castle. Its polygonal keep was built to a revolutionary design, which is today a landmark in the Suffolk landscape. This unconventional design is matched by an unusual history, marked by drama of all kinds. Ortford Castle was a symbol of the king's power, strategically placed both to uphold royal authority in a region thickly planted with castles of powerful lords, and guard the coast against invasion. In 1189, the castle passed to Henry II's son, Richard I, also known as Richard the Lionheart, and when he was captured upon his return from the Crusades, his mother, Eleanor of Aquitaine, assembled a fleet at Ortford to deliver the ransom for his release.
Just a quick update, I'm at Ortford, just by the church. You can see some of the old ruins behind me. I've got a better shot of the church by drone, which you can see in a bit. And also, interestingly, I filmed
the castle at Ortford as well, which was quite spectacular. So look forward to seeing that in 4K. It's 5:30 in the afternoon now, so I'm going to have a quick look around Ortford, heading towards the coastal aspect of it, and then start thinking about something to eat and somewhere to camp. I've still got 2 or 3 hours, but not sure how far I'll make it. It's been extremely hot today, so yeah, I'm a little bit frazzled, as you can probably see by my face, so I'll report in later. The Church of St Bartholomew is the parish church of the town of Ortford in England, a medieval church dating from the 14th century, with reconstructions in the 19th and 20th century. It is a Grade 1 listed building. In addition to its listing, the church is notable as the location for the first performances of 4 of the works of the composer Benjamin Britten. The original tower of the Friston St Mary's Church was built in the early 14th century. It has been altered several times, and around 1900 the tower was taken down and completely rebuilt. The old materials were used, and the new tower is a careful copy of the original. The form of the buttresses indicate that it was once a stage higher, and it was probably altered when the bells were installed in the 15th century. It was at Friston St Mary Church where I decided to pitch my tent, at the far end of the church grounds under a tree. Good morning, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and this is my camp for night number 3. As you can see, it's not the most salubrious of locations. It's in a graveyard, but actually it's not too bad. It's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last time that I end up in a graveyard, but yeah, there's a tap, there's some nice grass, I'm under a tree, it's all good, so very peaceful. The village is called Friston. It's not far from the coast. I'm hoping to make it to Thorpeness this morning, possibly to find a campsite. I think there is one in Sizewell, but it might not do tent, so I might have to continue up the coast. But I'll let you know how I get on later on. That's all for now. Bye. Leiston Abbey is one of Suffolk's most impressive monastic ruins and it has some spectacular architectural features. It was founded in 1182 by Ranulph de Glanville, Henry II's chief justiciar, and was dedicated to St Mary. In about 1363, the abbey was moved away from what was evidently a rather unhealthy location on swampy ground and rebuilt on its present site. The old abbey was dismantled for building materials, though a fragment of it can still be seen, and as a result the 14th century abbey incorporates some Norman features. Robert de Ufford, Earl of Suffolk, oversaw the rebuilding of the abbey on a much larger scale than the original and included several new chapels. The outside walls were finished with fine checkerwork, whilst the windows had a delicate perpendicular style tracery. I decided to stay at the Cliff House Holiday Park near Dunwich. It's a 30-acre holiday park and is situated on the idyllic Suffolk heritage coast on the cliff top with direct beach access. The holiday park is surrounded by the most beautiful heathland, woodland and of course the beach. You can come camping, bring your tourer or camper van, come on a self-catering holiday or own a holiday lodge or static caravan. The Cliff House Holiday Park was the perfect place to relax after 3 hard-earned days on the bike. There's also a bar and a restaurant. I was slightly unlucky as it was a Friday, so the place was packed out and there were no electric hookups, but the staff were extremely friendly and allowed me to recharge all of my electronics in the reception area, which I was extremely grateful for. Of course, after 3 whole days on the bike in the basking sun, I was really looking forward to a nice hot shower. This was probably one of my favourite parts of the stay, to be honest.
Hello, I've made it to the beach at the Cliff House campsite near Dunwich, and as you can see I've got quite a nice long beach behind me. I'm probably going to swim in the sea at some point, although I'm not sure if it's going to be too cold, but we'll give it a go. So I've already set up camp. There's a storm coming in tonight apparently, so we'll see when we get there, but if it's in the night I'm not too bad as long as I'm in a tent. And yeah, the campsite's pretty nice. Nice to have a rest day. The weather's gorgeous. What more do you need? That's all for now.
Well, that's all for part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Please join me for part 3, the final part, where I leave the Cliff House Holiday Park in Dunwich and travel towards Southwold, then Lowestoft, before heading back to the car, visiting medieval towns such as Beccles, Harleston and Eye, as well as the ancient forest of Knettishall with its wild ponies roaming around. See you next time in part 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.